We love hip hop.
Statistics from Chicago's end of year murder rate.
416.
So it says here, and this is courtesy of Say Cheese. And I know, when I've seen this, I was like, oh, perfect, right? Perfect. Chicago ended 2025 on a historical note, recording just 416 murders, fewer than the cities it's seen since 1965. Let me just play the news clip quick.
Fewest number of murders in 6 decades. Look at this. Police released preliminary crime statistics showing there were 416 murders last year. That's the lowest number since 1965, when there were 395 murders reported. Again, these numbers are preliminary, could change in the coming weeks as police finalize reports. Police Superintendent Larry Snelling and Mayor Brandon Johnson spoke about the lower crime rates earlier this week, saying community partnerships and investments in anti-violence programs are helping drive down.
All right, so y'all get the point.
Yeah.
So 416 murders is a low point for these guys. All right, I just wanted to make me put a perspective for you guys, for us living in a major metropolitan city.
Yeah.
What did they say the population is over here? Like, what, 6 million people or something like that?
With the whole GTA included,
With the whole
right?
GTA, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, so we could even include like Brampton and Hamilton M's and stuff like that.
What was ours?
Let's
check. 39 or something?
I hope it's at least triple digits so we can
no hope.
Hope is crazy.
No, because the way we go on is like we're like a murder capital, bro.
No,
if these guys are 416 and it's low, we're at like 54.
Like that, right?
No, don't say. I would expect it to be in the triple digits.
Yeah,
nah, for the badness of the city to maintain itself, I hope it's
just
triple
a crazy
digits.
word. Hope is that's standing on that rating.
The way I be hearing, like,
Happy New Year,
I know,
2026. You standing on business.
100%. Nah, stop killing each other. But I'm just saying, like, based on Reddit,
The way
and
we
based on
go
all
on,
the
the way
drama
we
and
go
all
on,
the
the way
hood polys, like,
niggas.
I thought we're trying to like be like this tough city.
Yeah.
We can't even crack triple digits.
Who though? It's only like a few mans.
I guess, bro.
That's the thing, and I'm glad you said that because it kind of puts things into perspective. Because we, as a hip hop platform, we've spoken about different people who've passed away or people who've gone to jail for M's and all that. But if you're like just a regular Torontonian, your existence isn't really like that, fam. You know what I'm saying? We know about more of the M's because a lot of those M's happen within our quote unquote community.
You know that meme where like it's like a cartoon and then like
Man, drop out all the time, but you just sometimes you don't know.
Not only that,
like it doesn't get on the news. It doesn't always make the news.
That too, but
Right.
like we know through some kind of 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
Or maybe know somebody who knows that person who passed away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah,
like if you just some regular mesquite who lives in Toronto, you're not aware of the murder rate. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what? Okay, there was right now it says 61 in the prior year, 30 homicides this year. See, so you're right, 30 homicides, fam. Like, bro,
they're at like more than one a day.
Yeah,
we're at one every like 10 days.
Yeah,
based on those numbers.
Yeah.
I guess it's maybe because like of the community we're in, 38.
Yeah.
I guess because of the community we're in, like each one is like so relevant, I guess, that it like seems amplified. Because to me, when I seen 4 months, I'm like, we have at least 100, you know? But maybe that's a good thing that maybe Toronto's a much safer city than we try to present ourselves.
It's very
as.
safe.
Yeah,
it's very safe.
I reported on a prior episode, maybe a couple episodes ago, I said we were the 6th safest city in the world.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
Yeah.
So does that mean that American criticism of Toronto or Canadians being like quote unquote soft, like does it have validity? Because these are the numbers they're dealing with.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Because we have real shit that happens here, man's dropout rate, but like on the rate that these guys have, 416, and that's the low end, right? So there's been years that they had 600, 650. Mentally, what you go through on a regular basis and your existence is different than the average Toronto man. I don't care how hard you are, what hood you came from.
You're right.
But do you feel like it's also the same case where if you're just a mesquite Chicago person and you're just in the city, you're not gonna like see these situations, but it's only like in the hood. Oh, you're saying this
if you live in the south side of Chicago or if you live anywhere close to that, you have to drive by at least police tape on a regular basis. You see it at least. Even if it's not in your own neighborhood, you're like, okay, there's 600 people who died in my city.
You're saying in Southside Chicago.
a lot of it happens in side Chicago, but I feel like if you live in the downtown Chicago area, you're still gonna feel some kind of like the trauma or some kind of like, you're gonna think like, yo, shit could go down because my city has 600 murders a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I feel like for them, it's
How many
almost like
attempted?
segmented off. It's
Yeah.
like
How many
these are where
attempted?
the murders happen, like in Chicago, like, but in Toronto, it's like spread out.
Yes.
It's super spread out. Whereas probably in Chicago, it's like, it's pretty densely happening in one area.
So it's kind of different. Like, I feel like we might need to put shit in perspective. Like, life is not so bad, fam.
Yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? 38?
You know how they think we're so mesquite, right? Like the Americans. You know what's funny? I was watching the Dave Chappelle Unstoppable N-word.
Yeah.
And yeah, he mentioned that about us. Yeah, at the end, he was talking about a boxer named Burns from Canada was a champion, and the first thing they said was, you know how those Canadians are f***ing looking, And I was just like,
whoa,
like,
watch the word.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean it in that way.
But he's just quoting. He's quoting it.
I'm quoting it. I didn't mean it in that way
I
to
still gotta
anybody.
bleep it.
Still, sorry about that. But yeah, I noticed that they have this perspective of us being like very soft.
But why wouldn't they? We got 38 murders a year trying to act like we're the hardest in the world, bro. No, really and truly. Like, I'm sorry because there's some of those, like the hood man to watch this and be like, fam, yo, so say that to me in my face. Okay, I won't say that to you to your face because you're gonna do something to me, but you ain't gonna do something to 100 people.
But I have a question, like, how many murders a year do you think go unreported or unsolved? Like,
I'm sure there's a lot.
So
but, okay, take the unsolved and unreported ones, add all those together to the 38 ones that they reported. What are we gonna add up to? 75? Whoop-de-doo.
There's only 38 hats that can be claimed this year.
But unsolved is still reported.
Yeah.
So, that's still a part. Yeah.
I thought these are like, they kind of like had resolutions for each one.
It's a reported.
Okay, unreported. Even if you add all the unreported ones to the 38 that's reported, the 38 M's, the ones that they never found the bodies. Okay, we got 50.
Okay, but so like look at it from the other side. If you're growing up in one of the trenches in Toronto, okay, there's not bare murders or whatever, but if there is murders happening in your ends, if there is like all these atrocities and like crime happening, like, isn't it valid to be able to kind of claim some sort of like trauma and like, like have some sort of story to
of
like.
Course.
Yeah, you can't say it's soft there when like you're seeing even like 10 murders a year in your neighborhood, for example. It's like, that's still something.
That's the thing too, because I feel like a lot of the M's are only in certain neighborhoods in this city. Like there's parts of Scarborough where shit goes down. Definitely the West End, like Jane Street, there's like a lot of the M's happened over there.
Because I would say in Malvern, it was like segmented. There's like Wixon, Enfringham, Crow Trail, and Crosstracks. But there was like parts of Malvern where there's like big houses and like it's very nice, but like so the M's wasn't really happening over there, but a few blocks down, like that's where all the BS is happening, you know what I mean? So like I feel like the people that are kind of segmented, they're gonna feel the effects of that, and then they could kind of like, say their experience.
I have a question, like them times in Malvern, like with those two parts of Malvern, like the rich and like maybe the not as rich, would they overlap, or was it like very like almost segregated in a sense?
It was definitely segregated, but there was overlapping in the sense of where I went to school. It wasn't like one of the more affluent neighborhoods or whatever. So like I would have to go from like the trenches and then see like all these nice views, and it was near Crosstracks, so like Crosstracks had like super ends, and then if you just go like literally a minute away, there's like these big houses where like the nice schools are. So the Crosstracks mans would be there as well. So like it was like this mix of like trench mans with like kind of like rich youths. So sometimes I go over to their crib, and their families eating nice. They're like, I'm like, yo, you guys sit down and eat dinner as a family, and like, what the hell? Like there was like a little bit of a culture shock, but also like. Yeah, there was like a lot of like intermingling type things.
You got to see both sides
from
the neighborhood that you lived in, even though it's quote unquote a hood, a name brand block.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as if you're living in the south side of Chicago, bro. You don't know none of them people from the north side, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't know none of them people from the quote unquote affluent neighborhoods. Like you can't go to their house. It's a real rarity if one of the hood mans are like over there at like some rich white person or black person's house in Chicago. Like where the Obamas grew up and shit.
You think so? Because like I feel like a lot of those miskin girl be going for like
yes, the girls. Yeah. But I'm saying like, you know, you just be able to be like some Southside Chicago hood youth and then just say, okay, let me just go over to my rich friend's house in the Nether neighborhood. You'd be like, nah, you actually left the neighborhood, fam?
Well, for me, it was different because like, because my older brother was involved in a lot of like the polys and stuff, I kind of see what happened with him. And like, I was in my book, I was getting good grades and stuff, you know? That's why I was able to kind of like go to like these different schools and whatnot.
Yeah,
you know?
So you understood.
I feel like if those Chicago mans applied themselves, they would be able to put themselves in positions of opportunity, you know?
I don't know.
There's probably a couple that have made it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get in one of those programs, you know what I mean?
Because like, there's mans
or Kanye.
There's mans like Chance the Rapper who like, he was from the trenches or whatever. Well, like his parents, like he had friends from the trenches, I would say. Because
the trenches love him.
Because his dad worked with Obama and stuff. But I would say
the trenches liked him. Like G Herbo, when they got more money, they messed with him.
But like regardless, he's still from Chicago or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
but
and he still decided to like, because he was in drugs and doing that stuff, but he decided to like do art and like kind of take that route instead of like, oh, I'm gonna be a tuggy type you.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't come from an area that wasn't like the most hood, but like a area that had poverty.
And I would say his best friend, he watched his best friend get stabbed when he was like in high school.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Death?
Yes.
Yeah. Like you see, you ever hear of Wes Moore?
Yeah.
Wes Moore, he's like a big politician. I don't know where he represents, right? He's in America, right?
Yeah.
But he's going to be, he's risen in politics so high that like he might run for president at one point.
Okay.
I grew up with that kid. Like when I used to go to the Bronx and visit my cousins and stuff like that, he'd be right across the street.
Oh, true.
wow.
And we weren't in like the worst neighborhood, but we weren't in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, his parents used to give us problems to like come play with us and shit like that. But like now I look and I see him on different podcasts or CNN and I'm like, yo, that's Wesley. You know what I'm saying? But like but that's Wes Moore, the congressman. You know what I'm saying? So he came from like the Bronx.
Yeah.
But like he was able to go on and do certain things. So it's not for everybody and from different neighborhoods that they're all fucked over. But like the majority of them, fam, if you have to deal with 416 murders a year, I feel like a lot of opportunities is hard to get, bro.
Yeah, no, I think, but it is if you fall victim to that part of the society.
How could you not though? It's like all around you.
We have to remember that's also it's America.
A lot of people want to get out of there.
The land of opportunity.
Yeah, so a lot of kids get out of there, man. There's a lot of black colleges. There's a lot of black kids that go to, like Chicago kids go to university, bro.
How many immigrants?
Hold on. Because the university is different for us. We don't got to pay out the ass like 30 racks a year to go to university.
College. They got community college over there.
And weren't they saying that black women?
You got to go to community.
They got community college, but you still doing something. Like, I believe a lot of them. I believe a lot of them get out of there. You know what I mean?
Black women, I think it was the fastest rising demographic in college and university and stuff.
Yeah,
so
true.
I think it was a little bit of fake news when it says it was the most educated. I think it was like the fastest rise or whatever.
Yeah, and that most educated might be a stat too. It could be a little bit skewed, but I just wanted to bring that up as like a pre-topic just to kind of put things into perspective for us living here in Toronto and not to take away anybody who's dealt with any type of trauma or anything from people passing and stuff. Their experience is real.
Yeah.
But like, it's not so bad. Like us, like as a whole, like Toronto's not so bad.
And I think the most successful Canadian acts in America are the ones that represent the friendly, cool, chill Canadian.
Yes.
It's never like the tough guy Canadian. That's not even like an archetype that they think of.
Well, it's a more authentic representation of Canada or Toronto, period. Like, it's not really shoot 'em up every day. So, like, how are you supposed to pull that off?
Wasn't Cardinal on some tough guy shit?
No, it was party shit.
Party.
He was that's good.
Stop it.
Just trying to get the crowd. Like,
Stop it. Stop
good.
it. Stop it right
He was
now.
on like when he first started rapping. He was on his
Stop
like.
it
Wait,
right
he's a drill rapper now?
Stop it right now.
He has a song every day. Rude Boy. You guys know what a
Yeah,
rude
but
boy
that-
is?
Yes,
Come on.
but he wasn't. He never put it in a way like
I'm killing people.
a bad man.
No, I'm Chief Keef.
But he's on
Yeah.
like he's on his friendly bad man stuff. You know what I
it's
mean?
fun,
Like,
bad man.
Exactly.
Fun, man.
Yeah.
Dance hall.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But when I do see Chicago, I see like Chief Keefs and G Herbals. That's what I see.
But that's new. Like Chicago was known for like niggas wearing like the common
Common
the
Kanye.
poetry hats and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the kind
Well,
of
they've always been known to be a
Lupe
gang,
Fiasco.
a gang capital too.
Yeah, yo,
They're
no, but,
very
no,
affiliated.
but even
Where
naturally
do you
making a
think
good
a lot
point.
of the mob started from.
But it
Mob
was
started
bare
in-
conscious rappers though.
No,
Chicago.
you had do or
You
die.
say
bro.
Lupe,
You had- no,
Do or die.
Chance,
You had
Kanye,
do or dies. You had a
Common.
no. They had gangs, bro. They had DGs.
Yeah,
and
Do
all
or
that.
Die came from their,
Do or die and all that. Twister.
Twista.
Twist. Okay, if Cardinal Official is not a bad man rapper, then Twista's not no bad
Yeah,
man
watch
rapper.
No, no,
Say
Twista was
different.
way thuggier than
Yeah.
Cardinal Official. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like even Cardinal, if he was to come off like how you know he's not
Yeah.
gangster, but like if he was to try to come off like that, like yo, come to Toronto, get your face shut off, like
Bumper us.
like he would have never gotten to as far as he got in the game.
No.
You know what's interesting then?
No.
In a way, Pressa is kind of like opening that door for Americans to potentially see Toronto acts or rappers.
He's closing
Not
the
with them
He's
scores that we're
locking the
getting right
door.
now on the scoreboard. Not with them scores.
You know what they put?
Brother.
He's bolting the
Machine
door.
gun press machine.
He's
We're down
bolting the
360.
door. I feel like
Machine, you ain't got no machines.
if he's the representation of the Toronto gangster, then like I don't think he's opening the door. I think he's sealing it and bolting
No,
it.
but-
And
Other American like gangsters or hoods, like they're co-signing him in a sense where like
Yes.
they're acknowledging his like
They like his
status as a
presence.
gangster,
They like
you know
his
what I'm saying?
presence. They like his music. I won't lie.
And he does come from a block that like they can look back and be like, okay,
Okay.
yeah, that block has a lot of fucking
I've heard of
murders.
Jane and Finch.
Yes. But if they were to dig and go into this,
Sorry.
if they were to really dig and go into the statistics, like how you could just chat GPT, how many murders have happened in Toronto in 1 year? They'll be like, why are you talking so tough? I'm just saying.
Scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard.
and I guess
Yeah, but like if if they're the only ones who are really doing any kind of scoreboarding, then it's like, all right, well, like the whole city's not that tough.
And I guess when the BFR mans went to America, they have moved in a way where it is tough. You know what I mean? Like, and mans have not been able to
See.
retaliate or get back in any sort, you know? Like, and that's all I want to say about that. You know?
Wouldn't that mean that, okay, even though you want to say we're soft,
I was tiptoeing around that one.
I believe that a lot of Americans have come here and got their ass whooped and have had it handed to them here. That's
DJ
where-
Drama.
right?
Yes.
But that's soft. But I'm
Sean
saying
Kingston.
like in Canada, I've noticed like if you do something, yeah, we'll cut your fingers off. We'll do some weird shit to you, right? Cool. You know what I mean? We'll get you in a car, do some stuff to you.
The streamers.
Do all types of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, Cap happened to him.
Right? Right? We're different. We're more sneaky.
Yes, but that's still within the community, like I was saying in the beginning of this, the people that we know.
Did it something
Like the
else?
average person walking down the street, they're only worried maybe about a junkie jumping on them. They're not worried about, one of the man them spinning and taking their watch.
But
fam.
look at how dynamic our but when a kill gets killed around here, it's very more dynamic. If you really take it in, the Americans end up finding out more about that than us. We don't know about all 416 of the killings that went on in Chicago. We don't really know who they are. But when our guys do something, the Americans kind of find out what we do.
That's because like there's
Because
so
there's only
much.
38
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
what I'm saying.
I get it. But can you take it in? Like, is it more dynamic that you have to really mess up in our country to get killed? Because over there, it seems like it's more senseless killings. Like someone just talks some shit, you're like, bam, nigga, he gone.
Here, each hat means
Here,
something.
Just
Like,
here,
yeah.
it means something.
Yeah.
Nah, but okay, hold on.
38 hats.
No, it's 38 hats meant something.
Last year,
Who contribute to like 10 of them?
No. Like, just to be serious for a second.
Yeah.
Because like some of them hats, like R.I.P. Javay Roy. That wasn't like a meaningful hat. Like it's just these idiot youths shooting in a playground in the middle of the nighttime.
And the old
You know what I'm
woman
saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say
for her V. You know what I mean?
Old woman, who got stabbed. Like these are just like idiot hats. So like out of the 38, 2 of them were just senseless. They were not even like they were senseless, but they were like weren't even like you guys weren't even doing like a drill. Like
No.
you know what I'm saying? Like you weren't even on anything. You guys are just doing stupid shit.
But there was other ones that were drills, and they were like, "Yo, this seems personal."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of things are personal here.
Yeah.
Probably there too. A lot. Of them.
I feel it's more
probably,
senseless.
Hood to hood. Like,
remember, you'll be at a block party and 10 people get licked down.
But how many people are in Chicago as well?
A lot.
The population?
It's about
more than
the
us.
same, maybe a little more. I think it's like what 8 million, maybe 10.
No, it's less than us still.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They have less people than us and more.
Well, a little bit less though.
Okay, so that's a little more.
I wonder
Not
what the gun laws are
then.
like in Illinois. Like, is it because that's also another factor? It's like you can access a gun there or a weapon easier. So it's almost like for here, if you want to like.
But the gun laws aren't lax. I don't think they're lax.
No, they're kind of like the same as New York or like over here.
Like,
and right
crazy.
now, it's they says from ChatGPT, it says 2,721,000 people.
Wow.
It's a lot of people still.
They have half the population and like
they're murking off half
more. Like,
like this is what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not trying to call the man them soft, fam. Don't get it twisted.
I know.
But I'm just trying to say, like, man, them are not as hard as they really think they are, fam. Like, man, them in Chicago can say,
don't
yo,
be
shit
egging
is
man's
hard.
on, though. Like, yo, for 2026, we're
gonna raise up the scoreboard.
No.
Because, yo, certain man will hear that and be like, yeah? All right, we're spinning right now.
I'll show you. I'll show you, Friday.
Tag you in the story.
No, I don't want that.
I'll send you the video.
I don't want that, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.